Okay, Sunday morning in the kingdom, and I'm barely alive. It was the vodka last night. I'm not sick. I got served terrible vodka. Instead of the enjoyable titty vodka, which gives you happy thoughts and memories, I was drinking ex-wife vodka. Terrible taste, aftertaste in your mouth, and the next day you hurt. Oh, am I hurting? But this morning we woke up to -8 Celsius. So I'm okay to stand out here with the me phone without being censored. Yeah, right, I'm probably censored. Okay, but feels like -17, so the me phone's gonna get chilled. Okay, on the yo-yo scale, +18 Fahrenheit, but feels like +1. Oh, the lies, the lies. And also, too, it's Sunday. Oh, don't forget your vacuum. See, we got a dog shedding. It's unreal. All right. We'll do a quick scroll this way. That rain yesterday was unreal. I got wet, I got soaked, but the vodka took the pain away. Yes, the ex-wife vodka. Ooh, that bitter taste is still in my mouth. All right, so over here, I had to untangle the flags. They were frozen to the tank. Oh, I went too fast. I'm dizzy now. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay, we're here. All right, look at the flags. They're in their natural state of being frozen. Yes, the rain just knocked them out. I had to scrape and scratch them off the tank. Unreal. And then last night around 9 o'clock, it rained hard and it was pelting on my window. Unreal. I thought it was the ex-wife knocking at my window, wanting to come in to enjoy some ex-wife vodka. Unreal. All right, so a quick scroll this way. No sun, overcast, icky day, but it is a Sunday. Yes, and I still have to work because the boss is an asshole. Unreal. All right, we should have the wood stove smoke here for the Swedish kid. Look at that. Ooh, there's a breeze. There we go. Ooh, that's breezy. Let's move back here. All right, so today we're going to work in the shop, and then in the afternoon we're going to come out here and wander around because we're, how would you say, a working museum. Oh, don't say that word museum. Any emails or anything that start off with we're a museum and we'd like to chat with you? Delete. Yes, I don't like those people. I let my equipment run free, not locked up and trapped in a museum. All right, I better go. Here comes the boss. And I'm probably censored anyways. Oh, my head hurts. Okay, let's try this again. I'm hurting big time because of that vodka, that low-grade cheap vodka we were calling the ex-wife vodka. So here's the new thermostat that we wanted to install, but we can't block off this bypass. This is a 180 thermostat, and in here is the 160 thermostat, which is the long one with the knob on the end. Okay, so we got this here. Pay attention to that. Just like a magician. Okay, this is how the housing goes on. See the back, see that there. This goes down in here like so. Okay, so the water pump is feeding where the ribbon is. All right, so keep an eye on the ribbon, and I'll now undo the bolt. Okay, I now undid the bolt, and watch the ribbon. Just like a magician, they call me Penn and Teller. All right, see the ribbon? It's coming in here. So this is feeding off the water pump up here, and it's going in here, which is this right here. All right, let's see if we can slide this out some more. Are we following the ribbon? Okay, this is the water pump feed. Now let's see if we have enough talent. Stand this up. Okay, look at that there. Okay, none of this was planned. Let's pull the ribbon, the thermostat out. So see how the thermostat ribbon goes down into that area? So that's the water pump feed. All right, so there is a breather hole here to let the air through. Okay, when you're filling the system, always to have some movement of water happening or antifreeze. Okay, so then it comes out, and then it's allowed to, how would you say, go up to the rad. Okay, so it'll go up to the rad here. So blocking this off wouldn't make sense because that's the feed from the water pump. Okay, and it goes in that hole there. So when this opens up, that allows the water pump flow to head up to the radiator. Okay, so blocking that off isn't going to work, so we're going to have to figure out something else. So thought is required, in which we'll do that today. All right, let's get working on the TD9 known as Kijiji. Yes, I'm calling it its right name today. I don't know how or why. Okay, lunchtime in the kingdom. We're working on the motor. We got everything off on this side here because we're going to pop the head off, okay? We can't quite figure out why it's wet in around here because this was all cleaned off when we did the, magneto and carburetor change out. So this was clean and this is worrying us here. So it might be a head gasket or a cracked head. All right, so after lunch, we work on the other side over here. Okay. So there's not much to take off, just the injector lines, and then we have to unbolt the air cleaner, okay, so we can push the firewall back. Ooh, hand and eye coordination, I'm sober. Okay, push it back so we have the clearance. We're probably going to bring the mini hoe in, which will fit in nicely right through here. Yes, right through here, so then it'll give us some, lift abilities. All right, let's go have some lunch with some vodka. Okay, everything's going good here. We're having to let the wood stove die out because the mini hoe has to walk up the side. And also too, I can fold the blade in and shrink the tracks in to make it only 4 feet wide, and then I'll have lots of room. Okay, so over here, we've gotten everything cleaned off using the air hose. We blew around where the head gasket or the seal is around the back. We have the firewall winched back to get the clearance because those little bolts and everything are going to give us problems, even just sticking out a little bit. Okay, over here we also blew off the bucket for the mini hoe because there's dirt everywhere because we don't want any dirt on the motor. Okay, so over here we have the valve train. You have to back off all the adjustments for the connecting or the push rods. Yes, big words today, especially when I'm hurting. Okay, so here we're going to show the decompression lever. Okay, that goes up and down. Oh, hand and eye coordination, there we go. There, so that goes up and down to push the decompression valves or whatever to let the gas in to it to run on a gas as a gas motor. Always make sure that little wire's holding that little rod there. Okay, and this is loose, so it's actually coming up, and there was only lock nuts on these here, not up here or anything like that, so I had to make a note of that. So that's what this video is for, so I can replay it when I'm going to put this thing back together. All right, so once we get the valve train off, then we go after the head bolts, and then we can start the lift. I think when we do the lift, I might set the camera up so everybody can point out my mistakes. Yeah, it's my mistakes. Have a drink, point out my mistakes. All right, let's get back to work. Okay, you get your bolts out and the nuts off the bolts for the head, and make sure you keep them separate because you have inside bolts here that have to be cleaned, and then you have the outside bolts over there. Also too, the only place you can drop anything down is the push rod holes right here. Oh, got enough talent. See, look at how big that is. But if you drop something, it'll be down there, just like in The Price is Right, Plinko. All right, so now you have to get fancy with your pry bars and stuff like that. Well, I was very surprised. This head was not stuck down, okay? And it looks to be a new gasket around here or something down in here. Okay, so maybe this head wasn't sealed, okay? But you got to save your head gasket because who says you can buy another one, especially at the end of the world. We use aviation gasket goo, and we reuse these head gaskets. So you have to be MacGyver and figure out a way to pry it. So this is this side, the other side's that. And also too, the joys of the wood stove, you find thin and thicker little wedgies to get in there. Wood is the best. Don't use screwdrivers because you could screw up your head gasket, and that's what you want to save. Also too, now we can lift this up. So I'll set the Me phone up on the tripod, and we'll put the bucket above, and then we can come along this head up and then see how bad it is. And then it'll be coffee time, and hopefully we can have drinks of celebration. Oh wait, we drink all the time to celebrate. Okay, we don't have to turn the head out to be Magnafluxed or X-rayed to find the cracks. It's a dead giveaway. There's the valves with the antifreeze. That's a crack. I don't know if we can see it. That's a crack. And then over here, this one's wet. So that's a crack. So that explains why the exhaust was wet in those ports. The back ones look okay. So the two center ones are cracked out, which is normal for an IH cat. Alright, and it looks like somebody just put a head gasket on it. This thing's pretty clean. All right, let's check out the rest of the motor. I'll stand up. Okay, it took me a bit to stand up, but at my age, I'm doing pretty good. Plus, I have a hangover from that, how'd you say, ex-wife vodka we were drinking. All right, so the looks pretty good. This is somebody's been in here just recently. Maybe they just changed out the head and then it's cracked. You got antifreeze on top of the 2 cylinders, but that's a minor detail. All right, so now that's why we put this motor back in here out of up. So now in theory, if I have enough talent, I reach around with the mini hoe, grab that head and set it on there, pull it off to see how bad it is. Hopefully it is not cracked, because everything else that's come off of op has worked out very well. Okay, I got this head ready to come off, and that's the motor out of op. Okay, so that's probably the last thing that come off this motor that hasn't gone on Kijiji. I don't know what I was thinking. I paid a lot of money for scrap metal. Okay, let's see if we have enough talent to run the mini hoe to get this cylinder head off. I'll set the camera up on the tripod. I mean the Me phone up on the tripod so we can record this great event. Oh, these lips need more vodka. Okay, now I remember what I did. I think we've used that cylinder head off of op once before. This cylinder head here is off of a cat named Diesel. He came from Flin Flon area back in about 1999, I think it was, or 96 or 7, somewhere in there. Okay, this is a very pitted, rusted head. Okay, so what I did was I took valve grinding compound, put the drill on the valve, and spin this valve here with the valve grinding compound, and they actually seat. There's no cracks. I used my little Bunsen burner torch here to confirm. Okay, so what I did was I put this head and everything on this cat motor here, knowing that it'll be going in the shop. Okay, but I never put a gasket or anything. I just put lots of grease so it wouldn't rust. All right, so I think I might be able to get away with just putting this on Kijiji here to get him up and running, because we have no more cylinder heads. We have one more. It's in the red crane cat, but it's the same thing as this. Okay, and then we can figure out about lock and stitch to fix this one here. Okay, because that's actually not a bad cracks and stuff like that. Like, this cylinder head is still good. But that's the thing is, you know, I paid a lot of money for supposed to be a Southern cat up and working, and here I am scabbing this together. So I know this head, I think it was probably 2004, 2005 when I did the buffing of these valves. Okay, so let's put this head on tomorrow and see what we can do, because we have no other choice. You know, we can't have this cat half apart. So that's why I put the cylinder head on that motor, so I knew it wouldn't rust or anything like that. Now we have indoor storage. We can put that motor of op into that trailer, put this cylinder head on Kijiji, and then learn about lock and stitch. If I send this head out to somebody to fix it, I've had it done before. That's why I'm short heads, because I send them out and they say, oh, it's too bad, so sad, we can't fix it. Well, then I don't get the head back. I think we lost a couple of TD18 heads and TD6 heads too. All right, let's go see what the flags are up to.
Sunday morning in WHO-ville. It's just after 10 a.m. and I'm finally getting mobile. I'm still feeling pretty sick, so I've been sleeping on and off since about 8 o'clock last night. As you can see, it's trying to snow out there. I think it was last night as well, but I was sleeping. The deck of my house has some snow on it. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, and I'm going to get a fire going since it is chilling off and it's kind of getting windy out there. Almost lunchtime, and now I'm down in the basement getting a fire going. I threw in a couple core box lids and some wood that was on the pile there, and I think it's looking pretty good so far, so I'll get a little video for you guys. Now it's time to head upstairs and make lunch. I think I'm just gonna have soup and a sandwich again because I'm still not feeling the greatest. Just after 1 p.m. and I forgot to do a video on what I had for lunch, but it was just a Campbell's chicken noodle soup for me since I am still pretty sick. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, and do some cleaning up while I have some energy. As you can see, it's also trying to snow out here, so I'm sure by the time I come out next, it'll be snowing. 5 o'clock, and this is the temperature we're sitting at today. It's negative 11 degrees Celsius, which is 12 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. It's been pretty warm today, on and off snowing, but not much has come down yet. Now it's time to head inside and let the dogs out. I'm not going to end my day yet. I'll wait until it gets dark so I can see what time that is and end my day then. Just after 6 p.m. and the sun is officially gone. As you can see, the streetlights have come on as well. Now it's time to head inside and make supper. I'm not sure what I'll have tonight. Maybe just some more soup and stuff since I'm not really that hungry, and end my day.
Okay, that was enough fun for the Sunday afternoon, but we got Kijiji apart, knowing that he has a cracked head, but nothing surprises me anymore. That cat was junk. And how many cats have I bought that have been junk? It's just unreal. I have no luck at purchasing anything. Oh wait, we have the green toy. That turned out to be good. But I can't disclose the whole story of it because the film gods of Hollywood have the footage of it being destroyed. Now I have the truck. So when Hollywood films me, we can utilize that film footage so they maximize their money. Alright, kind of icky day, overcast, and the flags are kind of tangled up. I don't know if they're still in a frozen state or what. Alright, let's go walk the dogs, drink some vodka, and make a video. Talk to you later.